So you guys allow us to see the backgrounds so that way advertisers can get paid while we're playing the game. But trust and believe, there is not one person on the court looking at your advertisers while we're playing the game on the court. Why is it difficult for 2K to understand? You cannot be that greedy that you're gonna jeopardize the player's experience for an advertiser. This should never be the case. You want to know why this should never be the case? Because if that player removes himself from the game, then nobody sees the advertisers out there. So your priority should always remain making sure that the user experience is at its most optimal at all times. Point blank, period. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the city. Hey, listen, man, there's been a hashtag trending, make 2K fun again. And before, people started tweeting that out and it started trending, I noticed that 2K was fun right before that. But I got online yesterday and decided to do a live stream. And shout out to everybody who comes through to the live stream and supports our channel. If you're new to the channel, please consider dropping a like, as likes are directly correlated to the amount of views we get on a video. Drop a sub if you're new too. But anyway, listen, it was fun prior to people starting to complain. In my opinion, I was enjoying myself out there. I had a scoring machine that was going absolutely crazy, but I got on the game last night and it just seemed really different. It took me back to 2K20, 2K21 current gen days. This is what I'm noticing is getting a lot more goofy. A lot of the same animations as well that we've seen on current gen, we're seeing in next gen now. At least that's what I noticed last night. And that's to add to the choppiness that's still there. Now, Ronnie2K says that they're working on this issue and it has to do with the Jumbotron. And I'm like, hey, listen, man, I've been doing this for too many years. I've been playing 2K since the inception of 2K on Dreamcast. Since the very first 2K, I've been experiencing this same type of evolution of 2K within an annual release for the longest time, man. This has been almost every year where we get presented a game, we make players around the game that's presented to us, and then the game changes completely because 2K wants to address the concerns of only a certain few people. And that's what I don't like. They don't allow the community to evolve to the game that's in front of us. People are always going to complain. Why is it that some complaints have more validation than others? If people are saying, if you got a group of people that are saying it's fun, and then you got another group of people that are saying that it's not fun, who do you address? Who do you make, who do you fix the game for? It's definitely not for me as a veteran of the game. It's not for me because I didn't want the game to change. We're in the beginning of the release for 2K21 on next gen. Why would the game even be considered? Why would 2K even consider changing the game as of yet? Allow people to get their defensive badges if people on defense feel that offense is just dominating out there, whether you're slashing or you're shooting. Allow defensive players to make the adjustment and go back into, if it's going to turn out to be an offense-oriented type of game, let it turn out to be an offense-oriented type of game. 2K has that freedom to do that because there's an annual cycle on this thing. Why not give it a shot instead of reverting back? Because like I mentioned last year for the last release of 2K, it seemed like 2K would peel back layers and then reveal that it's the same exact game as the year prior. So this is what seems to be happening right now on 2K21 for next gen. It looks like last night, from my experience, that they're peeling back layers. And as they start peeling back those layers, we start to find out that the game was definitely not built from the ground up because we're seeing the exact same animations. Aside from some great contact dunk animations, which I actually enjoy seeing out there, whether it's our team doing the contact dunks or the opposing team contact dunking on our teammates. It's just fun to see. A lot of you guys wanted wanted more arcade versus simulation, and we're getting that now. And now there seems to be a hashtag that's trending, make 2K fun again. Come on, y'all. When is enough going to be enough? Allow room for some other players to evolve. I don't want little Timmy greening threes in my grill piece, which is why I created a player with a high amount of perimeter defense and steal. I tried to make the adjustment, and I think a lot of us within the 2K community need to make the adjustment as well. Unfortunately, I think 2K is already in the works of peeling back these layers, and what we're gonna end up on is on current gen. We're gonna go right from a next gen game on a next gen console to playing a current gen game on a next gen console. At least that's what it's feeling like. That's what I noticed last night when I was playing the game, and it was obvious that 2K was actually working on the game while I was actually out there playing the game, because it kept going through these spurts of just pausing mid-game, literally for like a second or two. Like it'll just freeze and then start back up again, freeze and then start back up again. So it was obvious that they're working on the game, and then we all started noticing the same animations from current gen. Right when we're playing next gen, we're noticing the same animations from current gen. A lot of people ask me coming into our live streams saying, is the game worth it? And when they were asking me last night during our live stream, I said, I don't know, man. The game had the potential, 2K21 on next gen had the potential to be one of the greatest 2Ks of all time. We're not making the game for you wager folks. Although the community enjoys seeing wagers and I enjoy seeing them myself, allow people to adjust, man. There's a larger community that does not wager out there than there is a community of people that actually commit to playing wagers. I enjoy seeing them just like you, but we cannot make the game solely for those people. We gotta find the balance, and I think when 2K releases a product and starts making adjustments that are absolutely unnecessary and unwarranted because the game is so brand new, there wasn't even enough time invested. One, I gotta say, it makes it feel to me like they just don't test the game whatsoever. You cannot have a Mamba mentality badge paying tribute and homage to one of the legends, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, and it has his name on it and then it doesn't function properly. I was playing the NPC event with Kobe Bryant on my team, the Warehouse Challenge, and he was missing wide open corner shots. 2K should know that should be a no. That should not happen when you're playing with the great. When you actually purchase the Mamba edition and you're playing with the great Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, he shouldn't miss a wide open corner shot consistently out there. It's not a good look for his legacy. We don't want to tarnish the great's name out there. The Kobe court is in the middle of nowhere. Probably some of y'all out there on next gen haven't even walked by the Kobe court yet. Why? Because it's placed in the middle of nowhere and nobody's even walking into the Kobe court. I go there to practice myself. If I've got some new dribble moves or a new player, I'm going there to get some practice in because nobody is there. Again, 2K, how do you manage to mess this up? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. There's been a lot of issues with 2K21 on next gen, but I thought it was surface level issues. I didn't think it was, I enjoyed seeing people dunk out there. I enjoyed being able to shoot myself. Why is it so difficult for 2K to understand? If you're wide open, you hit the shot. If you're contested, then there may be more of a chance for you to miss the shot. If a player has 95 interior defense, rim protector, chase down, intimidator on Hall of Fame, the person that's driving to the paint should not be able to dunk. Isn't that simple enough? Shouldn't it be a numbers game where if they have a low dunking or driving dunk attribute and you got somebody with a high interior defense attribute, a high block attribute, rim protector, chase down, and an intimidator on Hall of Fame, shouldn't you just know who wins that battle every single time? Why is this so difficult to understand? And let's say the badges are balanced out. Let's say the slasher has a bunch of driving dunk type of, you got posterizer, you got rise up, you got a slithery, and then you going up against a defender with 95 interior defense, 95 block, and he also has all his defensive badges up to Hall of Fame, then there should be a battle there. It shouldn't be one dominates the other. Why is that so difficult to understand? Help me. Explain this to me. Explain why it's so difficult to balance out the game. Explain why we are in next gen and the parks are so choppy. Explain why we are in next gen and experiencing the same issues as current gen, unable to join a pro-am game, getting error coded. Explain this to me. Explain why we have games like Battlefield on current gen holding a mass ground war, and Call of Duty holding mass ground wars, and 2K somehow fails to get 100 people on a server and let it function properly. Explain this to me. We understand render distance. We understand how there may be some issues with listen, 2K is money hungry. We know this. You guys are money hungry. So you guys allow us to see the backgrounds so that way advertisers can get paid while we're playing the game. But trust and believe, there is not one person on the court looking at your advertisers while we're playing the game on the court. This does not happen. We're focused on the basketball game. Why is it difficult for 2K to understand? You cannot be that greedy that you're gonna jeopardize the player's experience for an advertiser. This should never be the case. You wanna know why this should never be the case? Because if that player removes himself from the game, then nobody sees the advertisers out there. So your priority should always remain making sure that the user experience is at its most optimal at all times, point blank, period. And that includes running tests on your game, not just one test, two tests. We're talking about extensive amount of testing on your game before you release it. I don't mean to sound like I'm making this a rant video, but what I am trying to say is that these are solutions to the game that should have been already hashed out. Like, this should have become easy. You're talking about these developers that have been on the game for 20 plus years already. Get it together, 2K. If we had to rank this game, you guys let me know what you think. If you had to rank NBA 2K21 on next gen, where would you rank it at? Currently, my belief is, from everything, my overall experience playing NBA 2K21 on next gen, I would have to rank it something like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. Because that's been my overall experience. I think it has the potential to be a 9 or a 10 out of 10, but because of 2K's lack to fix the game, fix the choppiness, fix the overall gameplay experience for the user, I have to rate it something like a 5 or a 6. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about where you rank NBA 2K21 on next gen. Let me know in the comments section below. If you guys found this video helpful and or informative, please consider dropping a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we're gonna have a ton of NBA 2K21 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.